We are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And this is the live stream where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. And if the weather is nice where you are, please let me know in the chat how the weather is where you are, and if you've been able to get out and fly your drones today. Please let me know. Let me know how the weather is, and if you've been able to get out and fly your drones. Lawrence, how are you doing on this wonderful Wednesday? The sun is shining. We had a little bit of clouds today pass through, but in all, it's been a nice sunny day, not too hot. I think the humidity may be back tomorrow, but I don't know. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's just it's gloomy out. It's a gloomy day. Can't do much on Wednesday with the live stream going on. Got all that shit going on personally, but I'm doing good overall.
I don't know. The sun's out on this side of town.
Not over here. It's been gloomy all freaking day.
That's because probably
and they said it was supposed to stop raining here shortly, but it never started.
I didn't hear anything about rain.
Out here, we're supposed to have showers.
But we're doing all right, you know what I mean? As far as the weather is concerned. Well, we see we got a couple of people watching. Now, I guess it's going to be another slow night due to the clown fit that goes on during the week. And this wonderful Wednesday, I guess, is going to have pretty good weather across the country.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. It's good. You know, a shower here, shower there. I don't mind as long as it's warm, and the rain is warm.
Well, I mean, I'm not too kind to the warm water falling out the sky, but I guess it's okay. Oh, there's a lot of stuff happening out there in the drone. In the drone world, I should say, and some of the stuff I've been seeing and reading. I just gotta laugh sometimes. I don't know. I haven't been able to catch many live streams, if at all, honestly, in the last week or so, because I've been watching this this NBA finals, and I don't know if you guys know, but my Knicks are the champs. And we got a parade tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I will be there.
And you know what's funny? I'm 62, and the last time they had the championship, it was 53 years ago. Damn. I feel old.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Yeah. Some people have. A lot of people have. Apparently, they're talking about 2 million people at least going to be along that parade route. The mayor gave out 300 tickets, so everyone can get 2 tickets for City Hall.
I've been waiting my whole life for this. The last time they won a championship, I was 2 years old. No. The NBA, it's crazy because I have felt for years that the NBA wouldn't let us win a championship. This San Antonio team that the Knicks beat,
yeah,
I believe that Patrick and them would have beat that team too. The only problem is they wouldn't have won the championship because with the way that San Antonio played, Patrick and them would have beat them up.
Oh yeah.
They would have caused a bench clearing brawl with all of the fouls that Wemby was doing and the stuff that he did.
Somebody would have definitely jumped off the bench.
Done that to anybody on a Knicks Oakley Mason team? Nah, them dudes is getting beat. They're getting beat physically.
Yeah.
and it took the chip away from us like they did the last 2 times.
But anyway, they tried this time too.
Yeah, they did, but the Knicks kept their composure and they just came out there and just kept scoring. They couldn't stop them. Well, let's talk some drones.
Okay.
At least a little bit. Because, it's coming up in September, right? the commercial UAV Expo in September 1st
Yeah.
and 3rd in Las Vegas. So if you're on plan to be in the Las Vegas area and you fly commercially, this might be a chance for you to check out a lot of the new stuff that's probably approved to be able to be used here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Substitutes.
well, I mean, nothing is going to be a substitute because they just America's not focused on drones that shoot cinematically and for photography. They're more focused on drones for warfare and for
That's all it seems to be about.
no, for photogrammetry and stuff like that, and maybe even in the I would say agricultural spectrum, but nothing along the lines of say your cinematic shooters like your Mavics. Those are all cinematic shooters. You know, that's why like DJI even separated their cinematic drones from the enterprise stuff. The,
Mm-hmm.
the what is it? The Matrice 4 replaced the Mavic Enterprise series. So you know, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
your baseline stuff. Yeah.
And also, what's coming up, and this is for the guys who love to have lots and lots of fun, but also in the Vegas area, coming up November 6th through the 7th, or 7th and through to the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
This year, you have the Vegas drone meetup. So if you, like I said, if you plan
That's
to be
Bob
there,
Dempsey,
yeah,
Tom,
that's Bob Dempsey and Tom.
West
They got-
Coast.
yeah, but I'm telling you seriously, that is a meetup. If you've never been to Vegas,
That
that
would
is
be a good way to
meetup.
go.
That's a meetup you should try to make. They have a lot of scenic areas out there for you to fly drones. I mean, if you're interested in flying in like certain a desert type area, if that's your thing, or if you
Mm-hmm.
make something out of it. But there is a lot to see and do, other than the Vegas Strip. You know, when I go out to Vegas, and I've been there several times, I've gone for fights and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the fight is just usually one night. And sometimes you got like smaller fights that go on in like different casinos and hotels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The night before, I catch that. But for the most part, I gamble a lot less than I have the first time I went. What I do mostly now when I go out there is that I go out there and shoot guns and go to different shows and different events and stuff that they have out there. I mean, there's a lot happening in Las Vegas.
If you're going to spend your money, you're not going to put it in the machine. You're going to see more than one
Right,
thing.
right,
Yeah.
right. Because I
got
remember
you.
when I first went to Vegas, we went out there and we actually won some money within like, I don't know, the first few hours of being there.
Okay.
And we bought show tickets with the money. And I was in a taxi, and they had these little books in the taxi, and it had like a coupon for you to rent a submachine gun. So I went to the place. They got machine guns. They got this other thing that's like army vehicles and stuff like that. It's a great time, man. If you can get out there, it's honestly, New York says it's the city that doesn't sleep. They don't know what sleep is on the Vegas Strip.
Okay.
But yeah, if you get out there, there's a lot more to do than just the casinos, believe it or not. And I'm being honest with you, totally honest with you about that. You know, last week we spoke about the Sky Rover RC and how I told you that Ken Herron had tested the Sky Rover RC,
Mm-hmm.
showed a picture of the Sky Rover RC. Well, the Sky Rover RC is starting to come around, and tell you the truth, right, about the Sky Rover RC.
Yeah.
I've been looking around, and there's a lot of stores that are going to have it. It should be available very soon at many, many places. So if you get a chance to, or if you're looking for it, the good old people where I bought my enterprise stuff from at Drone Nerds is going to have it.
Okay.
B&H is going to have it. Adorama is going to have it, as well as Best Buy and good old
You
Wally
can't.
World.
That's a decent price. $800 for a mini drone, 3 batteries, and
Oh
a
yeah, and
controller with a screen.
integrated screen. Oh yeah, and you know
Yeah.
I'm glad that they did that because it was needed. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that they can continue to say that we're DJI quality without it,
Yeah.
because we're that's what we've become accustomed to it.
You're
The
right.
last
You're
two
right.
generations of DJI drones had them, so you got to have it.
Exactly.
Got to have it. Got to have it. So if they don't build from there, and from what I've seen in some of the review videos, that it does connect to other drones, the other
Yeah, the radio does
radio
connect to other
drones.
Sky Rover drones,
So
which is a good thing because they're not going to pull a well, who knows, they may, but they're not coming out with one model, then they come out with a new drone with the next version of operating system. Just keep the operating system simple, and I think they'll do pretty good. In
well,
fact, in fact, breaking news, I usually don't talk about minis, but now I may be forced to get one. And if I did, it would be a Sky Rover.
why so? Because I think
Why?
that
Why?
the mini
Because it's not on the blue list, and I'll be able to take it around the country like a tourist and be harassed less
yeah,
than
but
I am with the DJI drone.
I don't think that you will be harassed with the DJI drone. Um,
Well,
I think that the mini was that the mini we're up to what,
5,
5, right?
yeah.
That's probably a little better drone.
Oh, well, definitely, because of the bigger camera. That I can agree with you on, you know. Hey, Drone Oki, how are you, sir?
Drone, okay, what's good, man? No, seriously, I think that the Mini 5 Pro is probably a better drone. I'm just, like I said, I'm just glad that Sky Rover is actually doing this because they have to. If they
Mm-hmm.
want to get American, you know,
American
pilots
dominance?
that no, if you want to get American pilots really to go after your product, you have to do this. You're already behind. You only do mini drones.
Yeah,
You know,
true,
most of us are flying beyond mini drones.
true.
There are guys who are fixated on the mini class, and the mini. I don't have nothing against the mini class, but this is what happened to the Air 2S and any of the S class series drones. That once you come out with the flagship guy, the Mavic,
Yeah,
when you go to reach for a drone, you're going to reach for the drone that's got the best camera because you're going to you're going to work. So if I'm
right.
going to work with these things, the Mini is not going to be my first choice. The Mini was used, honestly, to work with solely because of a noise issue.
Yeah, yeah,
They
that's
wanted to
true.
keep the noise down on the mics. So the Mini was the choice at the time.
For that day at the time,
Right.
right.
But if it's not an issue, it's not the drone I'm picking up. You know what I mean?
I got you.
If we're in Manhattan or any of these construction sites having to fly, it's either going to be the Enterprise drone or it's going to be the Big Mavic.
Something with a 4/3 sensor.
Because it's not so much the 4/3 sensor, but because it has the robust ability to handle those altitudes, to move around the way it needs to move
True.
around. The Mini could get caught up in some winds. You've seen it
That's
fly.
true. You take a
You
mini up
saw it fly
14
sideways
Yeah.
across Coney Island Creek.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's true. You take a mini up past a certain altitude, and the wind is going to affect it more. Where my Air 2S or even my Mavic 3 Classic just hung out there like, hey, stop playing with me. You know,
You saw
I
how
agree.
the Mini
We do
flew
a quick,
sideways.
short and sweet roll call.
Well,
Gimbal. Oh, okay, Jody.
well,
You're replacing the gimbal arm.
what
All
happened?
right, that's what's up. Now Jody said he was working on someone's drone, and I was
Oh.
like, what happened? But
When he broke something?
well, he's working on someone's drone. I forget who he said. I'd have to scroll. Oh, working on Paul's drone.
Yeah, he's working on Paul's
He's-
drone.
Yeah. There was a gimbal arm that snapped.
Oh, okay.
Okay. To have the ability to be able to do that is great, honestly. We're going to do a short and sweet roll call real quick after this. We're
Hold on
giving
a
out
second.
blue wrenches after
Hold on.
roll call, and
Hold
then
on.
that will be
Hold
it
on,
for the
hold
day.
on. First off, we ain't giving out no blue wrenches to anybody. And second off, we got 13 people watching. So we should have 13 people on the roll call.
I would expect it.
Unless unless most of those people are the pen and pad people.
Well, that's a possibility too. You always, we
Well, there's
always
a
have
couple of people
lurkers.
are listening on the car on their way home, but you got some pen and pad
This
people.
is true. Some people are driving because as far as participants, I see Drone Oki, Jody, Gator Drone, who could get a blue wrench, Novice Quads, me, and
You don't need a
TB
blue
Junior,
wrench.
Thomas 68. He's here also.
I see
or
how
active.
I feel after roll call, but you don't need a blue wrench. Let's get it.
All right. Oh, Gary's here. You can't roll call the lurkers. You're right about that, Gary. Shout out to our Canadian drinking buddy and good friend. Shout out to you and Vicky up in Canada. Gary's, Brant Ariels, how are you, sir? Hope all is well with you. Glad to
Gary?
see you here. The drone guy, Angel, I'm listening for now, but I'm still working. He's out on the job working. Shout out to you, Angel. 50 Thomas, 68, how are you? And welcome back to Wednesday night with those guys. Jody, Drone Shots, 8247,
Jody.
how are you, sir? Waypoint, New England, Brian, I hope all is well with you. I hope work is going well. Good morning to you in Australia, Northside Hawk, Dominic. Shout out to you, sir. SJM Drones Media, all the way across the pond in the UK. How are you, sir? Says it's getting warmer. And that's about it. That's all we have, bro.
Can't be.
Short and Drone Oki. Have to shout out Drone Oki as well.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Oh, Angel says he's out in Long Island. Okay, now, Waypoint, New England, Gator Drone.
Hold on, I got this.
All right.
I'll see who I feel like giving a wrench.
Okay. Well, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And it's almost the middle of the summer. Oh, the sun finally came out.
The
No wonder it
sun's
got
been
brighter
out.
in
You
here.
wasn't listening to me.
Yeah, over by you. Over here. It just came out for the first time
I hate
today.
to tell you this, right? I hate to be the one to tell you this, but like the sun, right? It sits in the sky over everybody at the same damn time.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was cloudy here. There were clouds between
Well,
the sun.
those
and
are
it didn't-
those are geographically to the area. So, but the sun,
Yeah, clouds
the
of
sun is
doom.
for everybody.
Clouds of doom and shit. I hear you. Anyway, welcome. The sun is out here, Angel says. And he's out on Long Island.
Really?
Well, whereabouts on Long Island? You can just give a town. You don't have to say exactly where you are.
Across the
But
street and everything where you at.
so someone can walk into the job and yo, where's the drone guy? 42.
You know what? Some guy hit me up the other day, right?
Yeah.
And I thought it was like the weirdest text message in my life.
Why so?
Because he texts me, he goes, Father's Day, flying drones, how much? I'm like,
What?
right, exactly. I'm like, so
He
who-
just texts you Father's Day, flying drones, how much?
I was like, well, who are you? And what
Right.
is it that you're looking
Exactly.
for? Pick up the phone and call me. And he never called. He just asked me again how much. And I was like, I'm just gonna ignore this guy. 'Cause I don't work like that. Now,
Yeah. He thinks you're gonna let him and his son crash your shit because it's Father's Day, or What? You're going to
Oh,
teach
I
him how to
don't. I
fly?
told you I don't know. I
That
didn't say
sound. That's a weird call.
it wasn't even a
Well,
call.
a text.
If he had called me, it'd be one thing. Hold
But the
on a
fact
second.
that he texts you and his number wasn't in your phone,
Now,
that's suspect.
anybody who didn't have a blue wrench that was in the chat, type something in the chat. Let me see if you got it.
Hey, Jims, how are you?
Because
Jim's Joni said the last time I text you, Herman.
well, I don't know what to tell you, Jim. You're not. I'm not flying any drones for you on Father's Day. No, no, seriously, I didn't see Drone Oki. Where'd he go?
Roanoke, type in the chat, man. Let's see if we can make sure. Yeah, Gator's got.
But Drone Oki has a blue wrench.
Oh yeah, he had already. It was just Gator, Waypoint, who's not.
Waypoint didn't have a blue wrench.
No, Brian did not. Unfortunately,
Why
I'm
not?
looking at. I have no idea. He'd have to type in the chat because right now, like
Looks like
says
he's
Gary,
got one.
huh?
I'm scrolled back on the chat and he's got one.
Okay, maybe it's on my screen. I should be doing what the hell it want to
Like,
do.
what the heck is going on? So everybody's got a blue wrench now, right?
I assume so.
Okay, we got 14 people watching. Besides the guys who are driving their car, type something in the chat and stop playing. You still there, Lawrence?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. No, I lost the total screen for a second there.
Oh,
Well, we got roll call through, right? Let's get into this stream, right? What's going on in the drone world?
hey Brooklyn, Jimmy.
Because it seems like everyone is losing their mind. DJI is in a like how do you have a fight with everybody?
Listen. When you're on top,
It's
everybody like Bruce Lee be coming at you.
like why is everybody picking on me?
No, well, listen.
DJI, right, and Insta360, or should I say DJI, is suing Insta360 in Texas over the Luna Pocket camera. So, I guess, what is it? DJI filed this thing here for for patent infringement, believe it or not. They claiming that, well, they did this on July 11th, believe it or not, of this year. They're claiming that, and well, let me tell you this whole thing. Let me lay it out for you. They filed this suit in the U.S. District Court for the District of Texas. So this lawsuit claims that they copied the design and for the core technology of the actual camera, the pocket camera. And honestly, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, yeah, maybe you did copy their design.
Right, right.
But this is not new for DJI. DJI has been accused of the same thing at one point. Wasn't it with Autel? And,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was what, the quick release props or something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The
So
quick release props, and then they turn around and sued Autel for the
yeah,
cookie cutter shape of the Phantom style
yeah. So
drone. Yeah.
when you get down to it, these things are going to happen. So what is it? When it comes to the Luna Pro and the Ultra, the whole thing of copying the Osmo line. I mean, maybe they did. I mean, I'm looking at what it is and what they're saying about it. Also, the subject tracking is another main focus in this because they go after a couple of key points of the gimbal, the control, and like I said, the subject tracking. So there's a few things that they go after in this lawsuit, and I guess Insta360 was able to come back at them with their own patents that they claim that they had or have, but I think that DJI does have something here when it comes to this. I
I
don't know.
think so too.
You know, they kind of say that they're infringing on the upon the design patent of number D, was it 1072023? Uh, that's the. So I'm just looking at that, and I look at it, and you know, you start talking about what these things have to offer from the little, what's that, the little OLED touchscreen, the 2-inch OLED touchscreen, the 1-inch sensor. Yeah, maybe you did. I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
can I mention something really quick? We did a story on this Luna before this Luna came out, and
mhm.
it was rumored that two employees that used to work for DJI went to Insta360, and all of a sudden, the Insta360 came out with the anti-gravity, and
Mhm.
now this camera.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
not saying anything, but we did a story about that. You
Oh no,
remember,
no,
right?
no. You're absolutely right. And I agree with you on that. And I don't think that there's no coincidence involved in it either. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. More than
I we
likely,
we I could be as
more
well.
than likely I'm not. I mean, most people just run with the populist opinion, but I'm usually
Hmm.
not wrong with these things. Like later on, we got something I want to mention that I was right about, and I'm going to continue to be right on that subject. But yeah, the Insta360, you know, their DJI is claiming that they violated their patent. You know, they stole their idea for the pocket. I mean, let's look at the overall design of it. I mean, even though you have a removable facing remote off of the face, that's the only thing that distinguishes
That's
it
a
from.
gimmick. That's a
Right, but
gimmick.
that's the only thing that makes it unique to its own.
Right.
Other than that, everything else about it is an Osmo Pocket.
You have pictures, right?
Of the Osmo Pocket? No,
Of yeah, of them side by side or something to that effect.
no.
Oh, okay. Hold on here. Let's see. Because the pictures that they have of them side by side, you're like, if you didn't tell me the face came off for the remote, you wouldn't really know.
It kind of protrudes a little bit. I didn't feel the need to download pictures of it because everyone knows what it looks like. I got other
Yeah,
pictures to
true.
show.
This is
I have other
true.
pictures to show of it later, but you know,
Right.
actually, I did kind of have a picture of it, but not of the equivalent camera.
Hmm.
Um,
Not with the dual camera.
yeah. The funny thing is, I think it's crazy that the dual camera came out first for the Luna Ultra and not the and the single camera came out first for the DJI, which would make sense that you would pick out your lesser product first and then you would upgrade to the next one. But you know, but I think that whichever one you purchase, I think you'll do all right with it, even though the Luna's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
You can't really go wrong with it. You know. What do you
Here,
think?
I found an
You
I
finally?
have an image.
Oh,
I have an image of
oh,
one.
okay.
I
Of what?
just have to.
Of both of them side by side, or
Yes, yes, both of them side by side. I just had to
okay?
load it up
Let's
real quick.
let's take a look
And
at this.
here we go. This is showing the back of them, but this is the battle. The Luna is on the left and the DJI is on the right. So it is slightly bigger. If you see form factor, size, it is slightly bigger. The gimbal's definitely bigger,
Well,
but
that's only because it's a dual camera. You're showing, like I said,
yes,
you're showing the Pocket 4 and not the Pro.
right, right. That was the closest. Yeah, that's the closest image you're gonna find.
They do
I mean, they
have
have some out here, obviously,
they
but
have it now because reviewers have the pictures out, or the reviewers have taken pictures and put them out.
yeah,
But you know, as far as the camera itself and what was, you know, we've all seen like different photos and stuff that I believe that were done by uh, leaks and by reviewers who had them, not by DJI or them themselves. But as far as that camera is concerned,
Drone Oki has
there's
it. This is a shot right here. Thank you, Drone Oki. We
there are
appreciate that.
pictures of it.
Yeah,
And
here we go.
like I said, I just didn't download them.
Right. There we go. Right there. Both dual.
Yeah, I've seen. Like I said, I had the picture. I just never downloaded it.
Thank you very much for that, sir. It's a nice looking camera. I must admit.
It's okay. I mean, it's a pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I mean,
a
I
pocket.
look at my Osmo and it feels prehistoric, but I get use out of it. I just got to put my glasses on to see the screen.
And that was to me
One of the
originally
downfalls.
the knock on that original two models that came out was the fact that the screen was so small.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
Now that the screen has gotten bigger, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about this camera in itself. Actually, both
Right,
of
later
them,
on.
if not all of them. But to be honest with you, Gary, you might have to talk, man. Just put it in a brown box and ship it.
And it's funny because someone had asked me of a situation where someone actually brought an it brought an Osmo in Canada, and they brought it here to the States and they couldn't update it.
Okay.
And I told them that there are workarounds for that, but I could not disavow any information
Well-
right away. But there are workarounds. The same way you go to Amazon and you can see DJI stuff when you change your location to Canada or something like that. It that pretty much applies with your update as well.
Now, let me ask you this, and I don't care, I'm gonna say it. Can you pack up an update and mail it to someone in an email?
I don't know. If you could probably get it to file, I don't think there's a way or a format to save it to disk. If there was,
No, I'm
then-
saying just in an email.
And you mean email them the link? Mm-hmm. That may work, but if your machine still says you're in the United States, it may not. You understand what I'm saying? If you change the country code of the app to Canada or any place outside of the United States, you can download what you want.
We'll see.
We do it. I do it in Amazon all the time. When I want to see stuff in Canada or other
Yeah, but
countries,
that's just to see it.
that's to see the price of it, and you can order it, but you have to have an address from that country.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah. So, but as far as updating, that's the only way workaround that I think would work actually.
Well, I want to talk about this because I'm going to keep talking about the Luna, and I want to mention back again about the Pocket 4 because
Hey, John Olson.
there was a review done where DC
Yeah,
Rainmaker.
Drone Oki says use a VPN, Herman.
Well, that's what I'm saying. DC Rainmaker.
Yeah.
He did and it was highlighted in Drone XL that gives a full comparison of the two cameras. And in the video, he used the audio from the Pocket 4 a lot for filming this video. And DC Rainmaker had he went on to speak about a lot about the exposure and the fact that and he did say to keep in mind that both of these cameras are a little different because at the time that his review was done, the Pocket 4 Pro wasn't out.
Yeah, true.
So he had to use the Pocket 4. Now let's go and we can talk about this because he talked about the exposure.
Oh, we missed the sponsor by 5 minutes.
Well, let's go to the sponsor and come right back.
Okay.
For the live stream that talks about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. Tune in every Wednesday night to Wednesday Night with
With those guys.
So yeah, so like I was saying, DC Rainmaker talked about the exposure from the beginning of his video. And if you see here, these are from his video. If you look on the, I guess on my left side, you see was the Pocket 4 is a little bit overexposed. I don't know if you can tell that the yellow's
Yes,
a
and that's what I was
little,
saying about the
and
lunar seems a little more contrasty.
well,
I
I
meant
think that the Luna actually is subsampling
it's cleaner.
some of the colors. I don't say it's cleaner. What I think is pushing the colors a little bit because depending on the light, I think that in some of the pictures in his video, especially when he was indoors,
Yeah.
the Luna was actually oversaturating.
Yes, and I noticed the oversaturation with the night photos also.
And when you get into some of the other shots, like when he took the photos here, and you look
Yeah.
like some
See,
of the true color in the picture,
right, her
the
cheek
little
on the right looks more flush. It looks more, it looks like it's digitally
yeah,
enhanced, maybe?
they're doing some things because when
Yeah,
he got to like out by the water, and he was pushing the zoom a little bit
yeah.
on the camera, you would see where maybe like the DJI camera was holding up a little better. Now let me show you that.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. See,
you see now what I'm talking about?
DJI looks a little more natural. The one in the green on
Right,
the
as
right
opposed to the
looks, yeah,
4K to the 8K.
yeah, yeah.
You see,
Definitely. You can see the difference.
you got a little bit more blue in it than the green coming through.
Right.
The
But
sky
the
looks a little bit more
8K,
natural.
the 8K of course, has more detail.
You think?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
don't
looking
know.
at the rock. See
Maybe
how
in
it's
that
cropped
rock.
in? I'm looking at the rock, the peninsula on the right side,
Hmm.
and I can you can see the formation just that much better. I'd have
Well,
to
see,
see it on a
I
bigger
think the
screen, but
depth of field on both of the cameras are a little different
yes, I agree. I agree.
because these cameras were both side by side in his comparison.
Right, and the DJI looks cropped, and the Insta doesn't. Seems a little wider.
I don't
That's what
know.
I noticed personally, but
I don't know
especially the last one
because
you showed with the water.
I think it's about where the cameras were positioned.
And I believe that this window has frozen
I
because,
think it's about where the cameras are positioned because of the rock on the right side, you can see it in the DJI camera, but you can't see it in the Luna. So
right, right.
the rock on the left side.
Yes, that's the DJI one, right? Correct.
So it's where the cameras were positioned when he took the shot. I think is what influenced that. But look, yes, when you go into the low light mode, which you see here, you see like the DJI camera. It's losing in the sky, but now you're talking about, like I said, the one camera has one camera has two lenses, two cameras as they would call it in it, and the other one doesn't. And I think that as it gets darker, you'll
Right.
notice where the light holds up a little better in certain situations with the DJI as
Yeah.
opposed to the Luna. Because when it really gets darker, you see how you get more of the blacks. The black is just totally black.
Yeah, to me, the DJI is just black is black on
Right.
there, and you can see some distortion, slight distortion in the Insta.
What I didn't like, and I didn't have the picture of it, was
But that's
that
me pixel
in
picking.
in the in the in some of his shots where the light was a little bit more of a yellowish tint,
Yeah,
DJI picked that up a little bit more, and it kind of like I just find that it's a little strange with certain light and DJI honestly, this is from the first Pocket straight
yeah.
through. You need filters for video. Now these
Urban,
pictures,
can you turn down your speakers just a little bit? They're saying they're getting a slight echo from
the
you.
echo is coming from you.
I don't know. I don't know. We've been trying on this. I was
That's where
gonna.
the echo is coming from. When I speak, it comes back out of his speaker because I hear it here too.
Well, I don't know what to do about it. Right?
Because if I turn the mic down, I'll start hearing you tell me, I can't hear you.
No, not the mic, the speaker. Your speaker.
It's your speakers. Because when
Well,
I speak, I hear it coming back at me from through the speaker. It's your speaker. Okay.
congratulations, Lance, on your retirement, sir.
Oh, congratulations. What was that? Okay, let's give Lance a blue wrench, even though he missed the blue wrench moment.
I'm trying to send. My senior drill instructor says you is a female sheep. Oh, you is a female sheep.
Okay.
Yes, congratulations, Lance.
So,
Officially retired, 43 of teaching high school kids.
wow.
I did it as a substitute teacher for about 2.5 years.
How much
So,
coffee do you drink in alcohol? Because I coach him, and sometimes, man, I tell you,
yeah, sometimes
I
you.
want to hit myself. But yeah. Now this one here, this picture here I wanted to show you, is also from his video, and if you look, this is in the low light mode. See how the
Now, this
DJI
is where
looks a
I
little
say
better?
that the Luna looks more contrasty here in that photo.
But I think the
There.
DJI comes out a little better in this photo because
Yes,
you
yes,
lose
yes. The
you
photo
lose
on the
his
right,
shirt.
it's darker.
You
It's a
lose the
darker
color
shade.
of the shirt in the Luna.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely a color difference.
So I think that both cameras have their issues. That's just me. Now you could actually pick that Luna up at B&H for, I guess that's around $769.99. Let's just call it a cool $770.
Okay.
That's if you're interested. B&H has it. If you got
Right.
it, I mean, I'll tell you B&H because that's the local place here.
Yeah. B&H or Adorama.
Isn't that crazy? That's
But
the
they're both the same.
local place.
Yeah.
Well, you would probably get it at Micro
Friday,
Center,
that
too.
place was packed, bro.
Of course it is, because they're going to close for the next couple of days.
Yeah, yeah. They were packed on Friday morning.
Yeah,
They were
because they're gonna close for the next couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah. Smart move. Lucky.
How is that a smart move? It's just their holiday. They close early on Friday.
Luna,
and then-
Jim Joni says the Luna, like 1,300 Canadian. No thanks. I hear you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Then
Hmm.
then get the Pocket.
True.
I mean the Pocket 4 has listings anywhere from on our on what's the eBay price in the range from 543 and to and 520 to 527.
Right.
Whichever seller is selling it. Which means that you could probably get it somewhere else for cheaper. I personally would wait until after you're able to get the Pocket 4 Pro, which DJI is now officially actually, I guess, releasing it now. They said it was released, but now it's actually going to be sold. The what you call it, the Pocket 4 Pro, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because a Pocket 4 Pro goes official with 2 cameras. And you're talking about 17 stops of dynamic range, 103 gigabytes of built-in storage, a 1-inch wide-angle camera with a dedicated 60 millimeter telephoto lens. Now this has never before in any other model of the Pocket, and it's happening now. You talk
Right.
about 10-bit D-Log 2, 4K recording at 240 frames per second, all in a 230 gram body. Now, you're talking about the standard combo is listing for what am I saying? 525 US in the standard combo, and it goes up from there. So, as you know, due to the decisions of the FCC and placing DJI on the covered list since December 22nd, U.S. buyers are locked out on this one. So, guys, if you can get it any other way, and I'm not going to tell you how to have fun. If you can get your hands on it, get it and have fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. We would never tell you not to buy something. If
Now,
you want to buy it, buy it. I can give you my opinion if I own one,
now,
tell you.
now
Listen, I
those of
don't know
you
enough about it.
Now, those of you who live in like San Antonio and El Paso and stuff like that, you could just take a slight walk over across the street and update it and come
Right? Could you imagine? That would be something like when we go upstate New York, Herman, and it says "Welcome to Canada, T-Mobile Canada." That's when you would do the download there. You're using their servers. Right? That would work. Definitely, bro.
I just had to say that because I thought that was kind of funny. You know, if you're in those areas, you can go across the street and update it. No, but seriously, this dual camera features that new 1-inch CMOS sensor.
Yeah.
You know, at what is it, a 20 millimeter equivalent focal length with a f2.0 aperture. You know, this camera is something. I personally, if I could get my hands on one, I would. You know what? I used the Osmo Pocket for a little over a year for every single video that I shot. I remember I was talking to someone, and he said to me, "Well, all you do is live streams." I said, "Boy, I was doing videos before you had a drone."
Yeah, for real, right?
You know, and it's
That's
funny
true.
because guys get caught up in doing all these videos and stuff like that. And I was doing these videos for years, and it was at a time when no one was watching these videos. It was hard to get people to watch them. But I have many of flight videos out there where I've gone to different locations and checked out areas and different places. And through most of all of the vlogging, it was done. The early years was an action cam. The what was that? What camera was that I was using, Lawrence?
I couldn't tell you. You're asking the wrong person.
You were the one that
And I
gave me the
have a
camera.
picture. Huh?
You were the one that gave me the camera.
The GoPro?
Yes.
That's old, man. That was like a GoPro 4 or 5.
Yeah,
That
that's
was,
how long I've been
yeah,
doing it.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
then I switched to the Osmo.
You remember this, Herman? Walking down the block trying to keep from moving to your arms with your GoPro?
Just bend the elbow.
Yeah, the elbow all the way out. You got to have a little spring in it, so as you step,
Bend the elbow.
it kind of hides, and then you run it through. Back then, it wasn't gyro flow. What was before gyro flow?
Well, you know the Pocket does the same thing. That's why they made the other access, that little handle
Yeah.
that bounces it.
Yeah,
So it
they're a lot
bounces with
smoother.
you.
They're definitely smoother.
Now, they actually have a vlogging combo that comes with the mic and a little remote. So they have just about everything that the Insta360 has. As like I said, Insta360
It comes with two mics.
put it on, right, Insta360 got slick and put it on the body itself. But
Yeah.
check that out. You can get the vlogging combo. It comes with the mics and the handle, the extension battery, and it has the little transmitter and the remote for it. So
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with that. You know what I mean? Or you can if you bought the wrong thing, but honestly, you can't go wrong with it.
Either way, either way,
I personally like the Osmo Pocket Pro, and like I said, I'm going to be exploring the avenues of picking one up because I think that it's gotten better.
oh, thousand times.
It's a little bigger, period. Even the last edition, the four and the
Yeah.
three, is bigger
Hmm.
than the first two models.
Yeah,
The
because this
screen is
one here,
bigger.
bro, I feel like I'm gonna break it sometimes. Which, FYI, I
Hmm.
have actually broken the toggle button there, the little joystick button.
Uh huh.
I've snapped it off about twice and just glued it right back on. But I'm still happy. Like I said, I just have to wear my glasses when I use this
I
thing.
did that with the smart controller,
Okay.
and I just glued the button back on.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's happened to me on the smart controller too.
No,
Same
no, no,
thing.
not the RC Pro, the smart controller.
Oh.
The smart
Oh, get
controller
out.
has the same type of
The
toggle.
same, the same joystick. We got 9 minutes till sponsor.
The what they did from the first one to the second one was everything was an attachment on the first one. The second one came with certain things already built onto it. The third edition came with the funky screen and the flippity flippity and made it bigger. Now the fourth edition of the Pocket, we're seeing now two editions of it, which is the regular Osmo Pocket 4 and the 4 Pro. The 4 Pro is featuring the dual camera system, which is much nicer than the original. And you know, it's funny. Guys look at the 4 and they talk about the incremental upgrades that DJI does with these things. And it's funny because some of the same guys out there that review these things talk about these incremental upgrades, but yet even with the drones, but yet
Hmm.
but yet even when they complain about these things, they still run out and buy the next drone that comes out.
I know, I know. I remember when they were talking about, oh, you have to keyframe and learn how to edit over. A lot of I'm not getting that drone. Too much work to edit. And like you said, everyone that said they weren't going to get that drone
Run out
has
and
that
got it.
drone. They have it. I haven't seen them do a lot of editing with it, but they've done their little
Because they're
reviews
gonna,
and open
because they're gonna
boxes
get the
and
feet
stuff.
of the drone in the shot.
What happened?
Because they're gonna get the feet of the drone in the shot and trying to keyframe it.
Oh, that's what it is. Angie
Mm-hmm.
says she's listening in with a drink.
Andrew!
What's up, Angie? How's work? How was work today? And Jim Zoning says, okay, I will say don't buy it then.
Okay, well then don't buy it.
Listen, if you want
No,
to
it's a
buy
good little
something,
camera. Honestly, if you guys are doing videos or you wanna, well, I mean, listen, it is great for taking on vacation. When you don't
yeah,
have to lug around a big old, camera with
camera box.
interchangeable lenses and stuff like that. Like, truthfully speaking, if I had this, I would have had a ball when I took the cruise, when I went on the
Yeah,
cruise, because I
yeah,
didn't
walking around
want,
a cruise ship, right?
right, I didn't want to have the big old camera out there taking pictures and videoing and stuff like that. I think it's a little intrusive at times, and I think that this would be perfect for taking on vacation if you're not a guy that's doing videos and you're out there vlogging. But this would be perfect for that. You got the expansion battery, the handle, you got all of that stuff going on with that vlogging kit. And I think that that's coming in around $700 or so, a little over $700. So you can't beat that, especially when the Luna is that price for I think just the camera alone up from the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. See.
yeah, yeah,
So
I agree. He got like 6 minutes till sponsor.
6 minutes, six
Yep.
minutes, Ducky Fresh you're on. Yeah, but anyhow, no, seriously, honestly, I like the Pocket 4 Pro, and like I said, I'm going to explore the avenues of getting this, even though they claim we can't get it here in the States. It's not like I'm going to be flying this thing in the sky and I have to worry about getting in, not being able to get permits to be able to use it.
Yeah, you definitely couldn't use that for work. They'd be like, is this guy stupid? He's trying to register a drone that can't be flown in this country?
Could you
They'd
imagine?
laugh you out of New York.
Could you imagine though if Drone Zone actually registered?
That would be hilarious. The Luna is $13.99 in Canadian, Jim's Droning says.
And what about the Pocket?
What about the Pocket, Jim? How much is the Pocket there?
Because I looked on DJI's site for the Pro and it's not there yet.
Yeah, you'd have to probably give it about a week.
Just the standard 4
Right.
is on there.
Exactly.
As I did what you were talking about. I do it. You can do it all the time with DJI site. Change the country that you're in. That's not the issue.
Right.
It's getting it.
I mean, if it's to update, I'm not suggesting anything altering, because then they'll say, Lawrence said it right there on the stream. You can hack them. You know, rumors be starting. All I said was there's a workaround.
Well, there is. I mean,
there's always a workaround.
There is. Like I said, if you live in El Paso or San Antonio, you can go down the block.
Yeah.
lean over the fence.
Over the border, connect to their satellites, download your joint, and then step away from the fence, right? Because I'm telling you, I went upstate New York. Where was I? Ulster County. And before I got off the bus, I looked at my phone to see what time it was. It was like, welcome to Canada. I'm like, Canada? We're in fucking Canada? No. Their signal's over here in the States. Literally. There's the satellite switched over, and I turned my phone off. I didn't even want to make a call by mistake.
So you're
or
saying
text
if
somebody.
you go up to Ulster County, you can upgrade your Pocket?
Pretty much.
There you go. Get to it.
There you go. You didn't hear it from us, though. The Pocket 4 is running 649 Canadian.
See?
Big difference. Standard combo.
But that's the standard.
That's a standard combo, he says.
That's the single camera.
Mm-hmm. So, 700, 650, right there.
But I know that this combo that I showed you, that's running for around 7 change.
You're right, because of the 2 mics, the expanded, the selfie stick, the charger, the transmit. Yeah, it comes with a lot of stuff.
And that thing is a tripod, you know.
Yeah. 2 minutes till sponsor.
Let's get the sponsor in, and
all right, and get FPV Corner going.
To FPV Corner. So we will be right back after a word from our sponsor. Dronadare. If you're Part 107 and you're looking to scale your operations and you want to get out and do all the work and leave the office work to someone else, then Dronadare is for you. This is a place with tools to make you a more knowledgeable pilot. Meet new clients, book appointments, show off your work. If that's something that you're interested in and you're looking for, then Dronadare is for you. Check out the link in the description. Dronadare, it's for you. And we're back.
Yeah, what he said. All right.
You don't think so?
Huh? Yeah, it's a great software package. It's a self-contained software package for drone businesses.
Right, it will help you with,
help you send out bills, you keep up, show your clients your work, all of that stuff.
Yeah, book appointments and everything through it. Collect your money and everything.
Yes, you can send billing. It does all of that stuff for you. You just have to plug in everything, your prices, etc.
And then,
all right, 6 o'clock. Let's
let
rock.
Me ask you this: who do we have in FPV Corner tonight?
All right, tonight in FPV Corner we have Zeroinfpv, another guy from down in the Florida area. FPV pilots are strong down in Florida.
Yeah, well,
What's going on?
What's
not
up,
much,
man?
just chilling.
Welcome. First question, out the box. How did you get zero in FPV?
Actually, I had the email since I was like 13. So I was like, well, I'll just stick with that because all my emails and social media was kind of the same thing anyways. I thought it was a
Okay,
cool one.
all right. And because to me it sounds like locked in.
Yeah, yep.
Almost like you're locked in. Now, is are those all drone compartments there? Or
No,
drone?
they're just cubbies. I just got 3D prints in there and all that. I do have
Oh,
some.
okay. Because I see some have drones and some I can't make out everything, but I would be putting drones in each and every one of them.
Yeah, I got parts in there. I got my own FPV store at my house. I hate
Okay.
waiting for parts.
All
So,
right. That's what's up. You want to let everyone know, zero in, what state you're from and what crew you represent down in Florida?
I'm from Florida. I represent Ascendant Society.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Hey,
a small group of friends. We just started it. We're trying to get it a little bigger. It's for everybody. Kind of seem like we're the outcasts. We can't get in with the big dogs. We made our own food.
okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I got to say real quick, good morning to Rob, feet on the ground over in
Rob, what's
Australia.
good?
It's morning time over there. Good. Hey, what's up, Off Axis FPV? How are you, sir? Hope all is well. Um, how long have you been flying? How long have you been flying FPV?
2 years now. July will be 2 years.
Okay. So you popped your 1 year cherry. Now you can consider yourself a veteran. It's getting through that first year.
Yeah,
Everything else is just learning more tricks and stunts.
I agree. Especially being a freestyle pilot, there's always a lot of stuff to learn. So
Yeah. If we had not got hit with these Chinese parts ban, I might have been building a lot more stuff and trying to keep up
Oh
with
God,
or
no.
learn freestyle a little better, but I just refuse to. Shit is too fragile now.
yeah, uh, my quads take a pretty good beating. So I hardly ever break anything, believe it or not. It's a crazy thing. And I hit walls at 60, 70
What
miles an hour and they just bounce right off and keep going.
you put on some new props and keep getting up.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the only thing that we really eat up. Hot.
Yeah, okay. What do you fly? Are you on ELRS? You on Crossfire? What do you fly?
ELRS 2.4,
Okay, and what video system?
DJI. That's the only thing I rock right now, at least.
DJI O4s, O3s,
O3 and O4s.
O3s and O4s? If you
Yeah,
got a deal on, if you got a spot where you can get some decent O3s, please send me the link.
okay.
I need at least 3 units. I am willing to buy used, but it's got to look pretty damn good to buy used.
Yeah, I picked some up off of Marketplace on Facebook. So I
Really?
grab them here and there. I try to stay under 200 bucks. They are used, but they're in perfectly good
Yeah,
shape.
and I didn't think about it. I tried. I thought about eBay, but eBay they're going
Nah,
anywhere from 200 to 400 and something dollars, and I'm like, you're crazy. And then you're
no.
gonna send me a picture of it? No, I'm good.
Um, Facebook Marketplace is a pretty good spot. That's where I grab all mine from. I grab probably like six of them.
You
So
know, I'm gonna give it a shot. I saw someone posted a video on Facebook that he. Okay, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. Also, um, I personally need about 3 more. I actually need two, but I want to have one spare. Yeah,
I got a bunch of spares of everything. I got 704s. I probably got 603s.
that's
Yeah, I
what you
don't mess
gotta do.
around. I,
That's what
I,
you gotta do, man. And
I hate waiting on parts, so I just buy them and I stash them. I don't
Okay.
come off them for nothing.
I honestly need to do that. at least once a month, obtain another unit just in case, or obtain the unit with no antennas. You know, that's when you get a little tricky. You got a particular place where you get your parts from, other than marketplace? I mean, like Get FPV. Where you get your stacks from?
AliExpress, everything.
AliExpress.
Yep,
I
believe it
thought
or
you
not.
said you didn't like to wait.
But I always pre-order in ahead, so it's not a big deal. I got extra stacks. I got extra everything. I'm telling you, I got
Okay, so
everything.
you just ordering ahead of time. So the wait.
He told you he's got a whole FPV
FPV.
store there.
Yep. I got
All
2
right.
extra frames. I got more props than I know what to do with. I got a lot of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I learned because I bought a Axis flying frame, the 3.6 mana, and the parts are
Yeah.
really hard to find. And I got tired of doing that. And then I got the Apex Evo, and I just keep
Okay.
everything else up.
Okay. All right. That makes we we have off axis. We have your O3 and O4s. We call them EH3s and EH4s. Marcel, I'm going to have to hit you up because I need about 2 or 3. I want to switch my 7-inch. I already switched it over to ELRS, but I want to switch the camera system from a Caddx Polar, which is decent, and it works with my V2 goggles, but I want to switch it over to O3.
Yeah, the O3
At least that one. I even have the extra long camera, the 8-inch camera wire coming from it going to the camera. And I just need to switch over 3 more rigs, and then I'll fly them cautiously. Or maybe not.
Them O3s are tough. I beat them pretty hard, and they always work. I never have no problems with them.
And I have one. I actually have one in this AOS. It's hard to see because of this filter. But I have one in this AOS, but she doesn't record anymore.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah. That happened. I don't know if it was from a hard landing. I had to cut the motors or just smack into something even harder. I cut the motors and laid her flat, and she kind of like slammed into a wall. And now the video. She works fine. She just will not record.
Yeah, that's crazy. I haven't heard of that one. I heard a lot of stuff, but I haven't heard of it not recording.
Yeah. She works fine. She gets hot when you're not flying her. Everything. I've even rewired her and everything, and still she will not record. So I'm rely on DVR. What do you fly? You got something near you could show us real quick before I show a video?
This is the one I normally fly. It's Apex Evo. I just put new props on it.
Okay.
But yeah, I got the TPU for protection. Protect
That's
the motor.
an 04 unit?
This is an O3. I'm trying to go through the O3s before I get on the O4s.
Okay, I got you.
I can't kill the O3s, so.
No, if you can get your hands on them, I wasn't looking at the chat. I'm glad I saw that, Marcel. I'm gonna have to hit him up. Definitely. Not EH. Oh, he said they're not EH. They're like 3s and 4s. I get it now, Marcel. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. I'm actually in the green room, making sure everything goes well. Well, I have a short video, and fortunately, it says chilling with the Orlando crew. Sorry, no music. I always get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Because we don't play the music anyway, because then we get hit with the copyright.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't learned that trick. A lot of people can put their music on there and they don't get copyrighted, but I always get copyright struck.
Some people do it and don't care. And then some people, the new thing now is putting AI music, but even AI music is starting to catch on with FPV and stuff. But this was you chilling with the Orlando crew. All right, in Florida, it's a short, so I have like 3 of your shorts. But if you can explain this area where you're flying, etc., and the thought process.
It's an office park in Orlando, and this was actually to try to get a sponsorship, a frame sponsorship. So I was just trying to
Okay,
throw some stuff at it, see what I could make stick.
okay. And,
But
and
that's a
I,
popular thing in Florida is the office parks. That way we can do crazy stuff.
what was that move called right there? Were you
It
like
was
a
it's
split
called a
S,
switchback.
a switchback?
Yeah,
So you go over and then you go backwards. You after you flew through, you fly backwards right there. Because I've done that inadvertently by mistake. I just can't do it at will.
yeah, you're actually 180 upside down. So I'm actually upside down. I wait to the last minute and then I'll flip through it.
Okay, okay.
So
I'm gonna have to try that on the simulator because it's. I did when I say I did it inadvertently. I actually went into a split S to go over, and somehow I yawed to the left and realized that I was still going backwards, and I just pulled my throttle back some and pitched, and it went through, but then I hit something.
yeah,
But
yeah. The
like
sim
I
is the
said,
best way to do it, so you don't break stuff. That's what I learned.
what happened?
The sim is the best place to practice. That way you don't break your quad. You know, you can try crazy things.
Yeah, I'm learning that. I learned it took me a few years to figure out that's why everyone uses a sim before they go
Yep.
flying. To practice, because then you use how many radios? What radio do you use?
I use a Zorro right now. I'm waiting for the new Zorro to come out. But I like the game style ones.
Okay, okay. And goggles?
I got the Goggles 3 DJI.
Okay, because I was thinking about upgrading my goggles so that I could still use the O3, but it would also work with O4.
Yeah. I think the
The-
Goggles 2 you can use the O4 with it.
I haven't even tried because I'm having such a hard time getting O3s. I'd rather stick. I have two Caddx Polars, which have great cameras on them. Before Caddx got DJI let Caddx go,
Yeah.
before Caddx shitted on them and said, "Hey, we have VTX digital too." Guess what? DJI wasn't having that.
Yeah.
Really?
Real
Yeah.
quick.
This is my
What's
radio, just so you.
Okay? I am familiar with. I am familiar. I love Radio Master. I have a TX12. I've had a TX16. Um, I like this TX12 because it's small enough form factor to go into my bag without an antenna. I
Yeah.
started out with the old QX7s,
Yeah, yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
but I was flying Crossfire, and so then that. So you said you have an FPV store. Do you sell online, or that's just how much stuff you have?
That's just all the stuff I have for me. Yeah, I don't sell none of it. It's just for me personally.
Oh, it's like a cigar room. It's like a humidor. When you
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you, when you, when
Basically.
you need a part, you go into the room, the cold room. Do, do you do the eye scan to get in through the door and then go in for parts? I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. There's nothing wrong with that. But how many birds do you have in total?
I got 6 right now, but I got
Okay.
3 that are exactly the same as what I showed before. The Apex Evo.
All right. And
And
you build your own rigs too.
yeah,
So
yeah, it
how
works
long
a
is
lot
it?
easier being a freestyle pilot, having backup quads. That way, if you
Yeah.
break something, you can just grab the backup, and they're all set up the same, all the same parts. So
I tried, but then I'm like, I already got one. Let me get something else.
yeah,
I tried that. This is not as easy. All right, this next video, real quick, it says never disarm. And I'm learning that by not disarming, you can save your bird and the walk of shame.
yeah,
Because I have bumped into something and immediately disarmed. And had I kept it armed, I would have been able to keep flying. What's the deal with this one here?
that's pretty much what happened. I bumped into something. I'm like, I'm not disarming, and I saved it,
Nothing
which is a good
short.
thing. But sometimes if you don't disarm, you'll burn up your ESC too. So there's kind of like a fine line you got to walk.
Yeah, yeah. This I can agree with. This is a great spot to practice loops, power loops.
Yeah.
And here's that reverse through, that switch.
Yeah. That's a Matty flip.
Okay. And because you didn't disarm, you're still in the air.
Yep. Pretty much. This is at a local ferry, believe it or not. They're closed on Sundays.
So that's a Matty. That's what I was asking. That move there. That's a Matty flip.
Yep,
To
that's
go
a Matty
over
flip.
and then pull yourself back with the pitch.
Yep.
Right backwards with the pitch. I don't know what happened there, but I could understand the way you did it a lot easier than I've seen a few other people do it.
All you pretty much do is just do a front flip, and then you just throttle out of it, and it'll pull you back through.
Really?
That's
So
all
you
you're doing is a
flip
front
over,
flip, rolling over, and then when you come back up, just throttle back, and it'll pull you through it.
just pull a pitch back, and it'll pull you
Yep.
straight through. You
Yep.
know, I'm going to have to give that a shot. I really am.
After you get the extra units.
No, on simulator, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, simulator. Yep.
On simulator, dude. I'm not taking my rig out, and I just got most of these things back running. Out of the 8 of them, I have 6 operating, and 2 of them, if I switch them over to O3s, they'll be in the air too, because I've already switched them over to ELRS from Crossfire.
The simulator is the way to go, in my opinion.
How many hours would you say off the top of your head you have on simulator?
Couple hundred.
Wow.
Oh, and for anyone who, I usually put you in, I usually, while we're talking, I flash your pages in the chat, and I've been slacking in that department, but Zeroin's YouTube channel is right here.
Also
His Instagram
in the description.
is in the description also. All of this stuff is in the description, so please bear with me for slacking tonight. Off access, what does he say? Get those O3s and sell them for O4. Better option and works with your goggles, Lawrence. O4 works with my goggles. That's just what Zeroin said.
Yeah,
Since
goggles
when?
too.
Was that an update or something, guys?
Yeah, it's an update, firmware update.
So I can get O4s now?
Yeah.
Sell the O3s, but I don't have any. Wait.
I would double
You gotta be
check.
kidding me.
But Gmash FPV, he has the goggles too, and he says he can fly over. So,
Well, I have the V2 goggles though.
yeah, not the V2 goggles too.
Just the goggles 3.
No, goggles too.
The goggles.
got-
So I can
got-
get the goggles too for cheap.
Yeah, the
And fly
V2s you
03
can't
and
do it, but the goggles too you can.
Interesting. See, you're going to make me go do some shopping later on. Let me see. Goggles 2, right?
Yep.
DJI goggles 2. Huh. Oh, those are the first ones they came out with the freaking, with $329. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're not the real big ones.
I noticed, I'm looking at this right here. Let me show you real quick, and we'll show you a
let me
video.
check 'em out.
Right here, hold on. DJI. Right here. The goggles
Sometimes
2.
they get confused on the internet what you're looking for.
371. These are them right here.
Yep. Them are the right
For
ones.
$329. Wow.
And
Okay.
I believe they have better screens in them too, so the view
There's
will
the
be a lot
1080.
better.
Yeah, they have the 1080 screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they're
thank
like
you.
LED. I think they're LCD screens too, so to upgrade in the
Nice.
screen.
Nice.
Yeah, I love my
Keely,
goggles.
how
screen.
are you? I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat too. That's
Yeah, you're
Keely.
good.
For those of you who
Yeah.
don't know, if you remember her, welcome Keely, the crazy pug lady. You changed it. Check your Facebook messages I sent. Okay. He says check
To
messages.
who?
Huh, interesting.
To me or you?
Me. Oh, there's a list, the compatibility chart.
Because she has some really nice videos.
Yes, she does. Is there I'm going to show this last short here real quick. Before this one is dives at Bando. You were practicing dives, and you know what? This is the only way to practice something, because you may not have it in a simulator or know how to edit a simulator to create that dive. But
Yeah.
this is consistency right here. And I see the dip, a split S, go in, come out, and you have to avoid those beams. Now you do a
Yeah.
power loop into it, into the dive. Now, are you using 5-inch with this?
Yeah, that's a 5-inch.
Okay, all right,
Same-
which I'm comfortable with. And,
The same
and now
quad I
you've got
just
it
showed
down
you.
to an, huh?
The same quad I just showed you is what I use for that.
Okay, okay. Now, how many times did you hit those beams? When
Quite
you-
a few, yeah.
When you
A
first,
lot.
so I'm assuming you're pretty close by.
Yeah. I'm actually in the parking lot right out in front of it.
Okay, and this is one of the spots that you guys, one of the bandos you guys get to fly and practice at. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, they tore it down about a month or two ago.
Oh, damn. So
But
you got, at least you got footage from there before they did.
yeah, I flew there probably 5 to 10 times. That's in Orlando too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take those tips, and I'm gonna look at that chart, and it looks like I may be getting a pair of goggles too now.
Yeah,
Because if I see $329, that's not bad.
that's not bad at all. Yeah, the
Maybe
goggles
I'll
free,
take
they're
my
like
last,
500.
but maybe I'll take my last two birds and put 04s in them.
The 04s are nice. They're really
They're
nice.
cheaper. It's cheaper, dude. They're asking
That's-
$280 for 03, and the 04s are going for $1 and change. Do the
I agree.
math. You know. Is there anyone you want to shout out real quick before we let you get out of here? Your
G-Mash
shout out
FPV.
your G-Match, because he put me on to you.
Yep. AM FPV. The Miami crew and the Orlando crew. Send Society.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on. If anyone in your crew wants to come on, be interviewed, please feel free to send them my way. Say, look,
Will
there's
do.
this pretty cool live stream coming out of New York. They have an FPV segment. I'm selling a plug here.
Oh, you're fine. I'm
You
sure I'll
know?
get somebody to come your way.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I appreciate the support. I may have a few questions for you in the next few days coming up about
That's
that
fine.
trick and a couple of 03s and installation of 04. Some
That's fine.
simple stuff.
Anything you need, you just let me know. I'll help you
Because
out any way I can.
you're flying both of them. So, and I wanted to know how that was.
Yeah,
Okay.
not a problem. Hit me up. I'm here for you.
All right, man. Thank you much. I appreciate you for coming on FPV Corner. And
Thanks for having me. I
do-
appreciate it.
Do like everyone else. After the show saves, you can go back to the segment and record your section and have it in your archives.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right, man. Thank you. Zero in FPV, man. We appreciate you for coming through.
Yep. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, man.
Yes,
not a
man.
problem.
Later. Thank you, bro. Okay,
That's
that
cool.
was good. That was good. We got 6 minutes till sponsor.
Well, we also have Cloverleaf FPV. The Cloverleaf FPV system. It's an interchangeable VTX system that you can move from one drone to the next drone to the next drone, even your RC car or even your RC plane. But for 15% off on a checkout, use those guys for 15% off on checkout.
There you go. Okay.
Now,
Because Herman, right there, that's telling me that I could get you guys organize shirts yet, brother? We got to get Rob and Sue some shirts, man. We have to get them some. If we have them
all right,
custom made for
here's
them.
here's what I'm gonna do. What are you in the winter over there?
They're going into the winter.
Okay. Because we're in summertime now.
Yes.
What
we are.
size do you need?
Send me your sizes, Rob, that you need. And we will work out something. Get you guys a special order with a couple of
No,
sticks.
because I got to, I have to go and see the guy about shirts anyway because I need some for the.
Okay, well, Rob, you're here right now. Send me, yeah, guys, hit that like button. Extra large and a large. Okay, I will write that down definitely. Forget about it. Not to forget about it.
I'm deciding whether or not I want to run to the NBA store after the.
You might as
stream.
well. Why not?
Listen to how you sound.
I'm not spending it, right? Yeah, go ahead. Spend $100 on a jersey. But you're going to the parade so tomorrow, right? So
Yeah.
Legend's going to represent those guys down under. See, that's what's up. That's what's up. We have to get it out. I know you've been waiting for a while, Rob. So we're
You
going to have
need
to
some
either.
for the channel, and I actually need some for myself.
Oh yeah, I need some new ones too. So yeah, we'd like to have some to give away. Some of those guys, aerial T-shirts like the one Herman has on there. If you can kind of stick your chest up a little bit to show I got you on the spotlight. We did have a bunch of them. We gave away a few at South
gave
Florida
them all
Drone
away.
Meetup one time. We gave away a lot, right?
We gave away all of the T-shirts.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, we didn't sell not one shirt. Wow.
Probably about 4.
Oh, okay. Well, that's how we do, but we have to. CT Pirate, how are you, man? Hope all is well. Driving and lurking on 95 South, so just sit back and listen to the
Lurking?
stream.
Or 95 South.
I am, Marcel, I am going to share that because that chart, I had no idea I could fly 03 and 04 at the same time. I would have been brought an 04 unit. Now my objective, Herman, is to get them goggles there. And knowing Herman, knowing my present situation, I think a bill or two might not get paid.
Oh, here we go. Now, you know,
Hey, Eddie,
Wait a
what's
second.
good, man?
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the last sponsor in, and then I'm going to go into the rest of the stream. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got some stuff that if you guys don't know about it already, or, hey, Eddie, what's going on, man? Long time no see. I don't see any of you guys here in New York anymore.
Yeah, right. Everyone's. I don't know. New York
You know what it
drone
is?
game has slowed down a little.
I think New York crippled the drone.
That permit shit crippled. Yeah,
So
Yeah.
if we did a meetup like we used to, the paddy wagon would be out
yeah, right. Could you imagine? As soon as he turned your drone on,
with the
are you
plastic
so and so?
handcuffs. With the
Could you
plastic
imagine?
handcuffs for
we
like
went
80
to-
guys hanging out flying drones.
Lawrence and Herman are feds. We went to the meetup and got arrested. I'm telling you, there's some stupid shit like that will go out.
But yeah, we'd be in the paddy wagon with them.
He says he barely flies anymore. Well, Eddie, we barely fly leisurely. We've got a site in Harlem, in East Harlem,
there's a
that
couple
we're
of places
doing,
in Manhattan.
and we've been getting
that-
permits from the city, but at
That's
the
what-
cost of them paying for it.
Right, but that's what I get to fly at,
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very few and far in between to get to fly for leisure.
I actually should do some videos for myself while I'm doing their work.
Yeah, you see what he says? I go up north, upstate, or when traveling. But New York
Right.
City is a big maybe.
Yeah, New York City is horrible. Because
It is.
I've
And
spoken to a couple of detectives and the sergeant, and I told him, I said, I'll be honest with you. If these jobs weren't in Manhattan, I wouldn't even file for this permit. He said, you need it for Brooklyn and the outer boroughs too.
yeah, this is true.
So I'm sick of it. But what I did want, I said I'm going to go to that last sponsor, right? And then we'll come
Yeah.
back to get the rest of the stuff going. Nanook, for 10% off on checkout, use Phantom Flight 10 for 10% off. If you're looking to protect your cameras, drones, gimbals, and any other sorts of precious items, jewelries, watches, even your firearms, Nanook makes a case for it. They do custom cases of all sorts, but they make cases for every DJI drone that comes out. Check them out. There's a link in the description. Nanook. Now, back to
the stream.
the stream and some news. And here's one that's going to piss you off even more, guys, if you haven't heard. But the
What's that?
the FCC has a thing here on the Chinese toy drones. But truthfully speaking, with the rules that they have, not even the Neo would qualify. So
Yeah.
let me hip you to some of the rules that's going on with this to qualify for a Chinese-made drone to be able to allow
Be
them
sold
in the
here.
United States. The drone must weigh no more than 150 grams.
Yep.
Right? Stay within 100 meters line of sight. The drone has to have no connectivity or network capability. The drone has to have no camera or sensors capable of surveillance or data gathering. And it can fly for no longer than 10 minutes.
So basically, it's a flight controller.
So basically, you're flying junk.
Yeah.
They're only
Yes.
going to allow the junk that you... Remember we were talking about those little helicopters that they sell in the mall at those little stands?
Yep.
That's the stuff that they're talking about. The little the little drone that came with my Phantom 4 Pro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Right. Right. If it has a cat, now repeat.
Oh, but
If
wait a
it
minute. That has a camera on it.
Yeah, that one does, but it's so small you could barely see it. But think about this: 328 feet line of sight, and it must stay within 100 meters, which means the radio reception is crap. And basically 5.2 ounces. Now, do they have drones that light? Yes, they do. Do they have drones that light without cameras? Yes, they do, but they're all garbage. So basically, they're saying you can fly drones in the United States,
That are
toy
from China.
drones, anything other from China, anything
But it's
other than a toy
junk.
drone will be considered to be on the
Yeah, but
blue
there's toy
list
drones
or
that
not.
there's toy drones that don't make this criteria.
Right.
They want pure junk. Pure junk from China is what they're talking about. That's all you're allowed to have. Pure junk.
Yeah, we did a story similar to that. A man out of Lee County, Florida, that shot at a drone and was arrested minutes later. They're not playing.
He's crazy.
They are not playing. Do not strike. Do not shoot at a drone. Don't even look like you want to shoot at a drone. I know people that have shot at drones and they brought the drone down and had a bullet hole in it. All kinds of things. I mean, it's a federal
Honestly,
offense.
I think if you shot my drone out the sky and you weren't law enforcement, after I plug one in you, then I'm going to
Yeah.
call the cops.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
And I'm going to tell them why I did it.
And let them know it's a federal offense to shoot an aircraft out of the sky. Plain and simple. You know, but what can you do?
Well, there's a lot of things you could do, but I think a lot of people don't know about how to go about pressing the right way certain things, and then it becomes a money issue as well. This is why a lot of things don't go to the mat when it comes to drones and stuff like that, because we have cases here in New York where things have kind of worked okay but didn't work the way it's supposed to because money becomes an issue in having to take things to the mat.
We have to do a PSA because with all of these soccer games going on across the United States,
No, we
there
don't.
are no-fly zones set up across the United States.
Sure there
I
is.
have a listing.
Guys, if you get Sky Vector and you
Yes,
check, there was a list of the states and places that where activity was happening for the World Cup. Get Sky
yes.
Vector, download Sky Vector, and keep up to date on where these TFRs
TFRs
in your
are.
area,
Here's
because
the
it will
perfect
show you.
example. This is the New York tri-state area, and where there's a stadium baseball game tonight, this one is a TFR security, TFRs. But if you zoom out on the United States, you have down here in DC, wherever there are soccer games going on tonight, you can find it on Sky Vector, guys, and Sky Vector will tell you if there's something in your area a lot more efficiently than some of the apps out there.
Well, because Sky Vector is something that is more geared towards pilots and stuff like that, so they have all the information available to them.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
Well, the DJI, right, Lawrence, because this is a DJI night, right? They present to the FCC with the reporting findings that there were no drone security threats. So DJI has taken their campaign against the FCC's drone restrictions directly to the agency's leadership with a formal submission of independent cybersecurity assessment. And reps from DJI have met with Adam, what's his name here? Adam Chan,
Yeah,
security national senior national security consult for the to the FCC's chairman, Brandon Carr and Scott Novak. So what they've done was they've actually presented the findings that came back from on defense, and based upon those findings that were not found, that there was no backdoor uh, linkage to the drones, there was no information being shared with the mothership, there was no funny doodle servers that information was being certain to. Some of the other things that were very minute and minor that weren't the issue was not part of the government's issue as to why DJI was placed on the covered list. Those things are actually being worked out by DJI right now with firmware updates. Now, if you go to looking at why DJI was put on the covered list, DJI is saying that in the sense that the audit that was supposed to have been done on them was never done. And from what I'm understanding, that On Defend did what is it, a 5-month study on DJI.
yes.
They found practically nothing, and nothing in accordance to why DJI was actually put on this covered list. So DJI has taken it right to the source and bypassing some of the foolishness. Like you've seen the foolishness in the last thing that I just reported to you guys, that what they're saying about Chinese drones. Now, no one here.
Hey, Invincible Storm,
What's
what's up?
going on, man? No one here that flies drones is going to buy anything that fits into that category. And I think those are just more things to try to piss DJI and Autel off, about them not being able to sell drones in the country. And now I'm not saying that the FCC chairman or going to make a decision or say anything or even overturn anything. What I am saying is that this is forcing their hand to have to say, listen, we're just not.
Yeah,
Or we're going to have to be able to play by the laws of the country. You understand? And you can't just black them out because they're a foreign entity. You have to have a reason, a proper reason, especially when you saying that they're a cybersecurity threat.
I know.
And a security assessment says that they're not.
Right.
So
Exactly.
so now you're going to have to conduct your own audits, because, like I said, this needs to be heard by a judge. This needs to be heard by a judge, because if they can't get Brendan Carr and Scott Novak to actually make a decision, they're going to have to tell you that it's not so much about the fact that you're a cybersecurity threat, but we know that if we continue to have your drones in the country, then no one will buy the American-made ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have more pilots, not this year, but next year and years later, still flying in places where we really don't want them flying.
True, true, true. Then you have the rogue factor, something you have to consider, and
Well, honestly speaking, DJI already, well, not DJI, but the federal government already told you that that was the main thing. When
Yeah.
they told you that 90-something% of the drones surveyed were DJI drones. So that was why it was a reason for them to open the door on messing with DJI.
yeah, the
in the
point
first place.
straight, the point straight at DJI,
You know, a lot
DJI,
of guys
DJI.
don't say it, and a lot of guys don't want to hear it, but that is what they said.
It's true. It's true. Every time there was an incident, 9.5 times out of 10, it was a DJI drone somewhere doing something over the Empire State Building, over the George Washington Bridge.
What hit the super duper pooper scooper out there in California?
Oh yeah, the mini that hit the water drone, that on water plane that we were on loan from Canada. Yeah, the drones that hit the police helicopter that hit the drone. It was a DJI.
What was it that the Canadian police ran into their own helicopter?
Yeah, that was a DJI drone. It's happened. The guy who hit the helicopter and was 5 miles away, DJI drone. In Staten Island or wherever the hell he was. Staten Island or Jersey. Wherever he was 4 to 5 miles away from his location and hit a helicopter. So now you know why we know why they're pointing the finger. During the fire in the Palisades in New Jersey. That's another one. They halted the fire rescue because there was someone with a drone trying to take photos.
And when they went and surveyed who it was, what kind of drone it was, DJI.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, when I got into drones, I asked people, what should I get? What did people say? DJI. And I was like, man, they're a little expensive. But at the time, that seemed expensive.
You know
now,
what's funny?
$1,500 is not expensive in comparison to back then.
You know what's funny? When I
What?
first went to go buy the drone, I was looking at the Typhoon H, right? And the lady in Best Buy, she was like, wait a minute, let me get the lady from Typhoon. She'll tell you to buy the DJI. Because they
Yeah,
had the
and
rec
that's from
in
a
the
different
store.
company telling you to buy DJI, the company that she works for. Well, and you know that Typhoon, I liked it because of the body
It looked
design,
nice, right?
And it looked like it did some badass shit, but you couldn't fly it across the street, bro, without losing signal. Then people started modding the antennas and stuff like that, and started getting a little more distance.
You know what? That guy, I think the guy who came up with those antenna systems was
Yeah.
out of Italy. And there was a guy in Florida who was buying them all up from him and
Yeah.
doing the mods because he did my controllers for me.
True story, Invincible. The lady said to buy a DJI. She knew the drone she was selling was crap.
It's a little
Oh, you're
messed
talking
up
about
right
the
now.
helical. The ones that cook hot dogs at the end of them.
And it has another one that goes right here.
Yeah, I remember.
Now, this can take the Phantom, 3 standard
Yes.
from a 1/4 mile drone
Yeah.
to a 2 mile drone.
That's crazy. That's crazy. With those helical antennas.
Yeah, but it's amplified with the battery pack.
Right, right. It had its own independent power source back then. Wow, he got one of the old school radios controllers. And and you know what's funny? You remember you told me you thought that the 3DR solos were in the range of what drones to get, and because you saw
Yeah,
everybody was
because when
flying.
I first went to meetups, a lot of guys had the 3DR Solo, and I was like, then they told me DJI was the thing. Now I see these guys with all these Ninja Turtle backpacks.
Backpacks, yeah, you remember.
Like if you actually fell over with that backpack, you wouldn't be able to get up.
The Invincible says, "Wow, you're bringing back memories with that with that controller." Yeah, yeah, yeah. He goes back. He goes back in the time. Not many of us go back that far. Invincible. That's
Oh yeah,
true. Think
that's
about it.
that's an
I started
old
flying the beach in
controller.
Rockaway because of him. I'm like, who's this guy to be out here flying all the time? I gotta find him. I wind up meeting you eventually.
You
But
did.
anyway, what's coming up next, Herman? What do we got
Well,
next?
coming up next, the thing I wanted to talk about was the good old Avata 360 and the Avata 2. Which one should you buy? Now, I don't tell anybody which drone to buy or which drone to have fun with.
We'd never do that.
But what I will tell you is that either drone you buy, you can't go for because you're looking at a. I mean, this is like the next, I guess, generation or step
Yeah,
away from. Because I don't. DJI didn't make another one of the DJI FPVs, and I think this became a little bit more safer and easier for guys to fly. You can fly this one FPV, or you can
definitely.
fly it like a regular camera drone. Because if you look at some of the stuff out there, both of these drones you can find them on Amazon. You know, you can fly them with the regular controller or the motion controller. And me
Yeah,
personally, if you're gonna fly this thing FPV, I would go out and buy the DJI FPV controller.
right.
Both, like I said, but both of these you can find them on Amazon without a problem. The thing is, with both of these drones, they're a little bit different. Now,
Well, it depends. When someone says they want to learn how to fly a drone, you have to ask them what do they want to do.
well,
I've
see,
always
like I
done
said,
that.
this drone can be flown like a regular drone because you can fly it with the what is it, the RC controller. You can fly it with the motion controller with the goggles, and you can fly it. Like I said, you can also use the FPV controller with the goggles. So you have a lot of different ways of flying this drone, and it has a lot of different price ranges and stuff like that. For fly more combos to standard combos to fly more combos, I should say. The thing is,
Right.
when guys start talking about the 360, I think a lot of guys, and we mentioned this before, a lot of the guys that review and talk about some of these drones had issue to the keyframing and stuff like that when it comes to editing and stuff like that. I think that was a challenge or an issue that they were mentioning that was one of the nays on not buying the drone. But yet they all ran out and bought it. Some crashed it, some still have it. But
Yeah.
I think that with this drone, with the way it was designed, like I said, you can fly like a regular drone, or you can fly it like an FPV drone. And I think with the 360, the 360 was meant that you can fly it with like in a single lens mode to the 360 mode. So you can go from the most simple shots, right, to even some of the more complex shots that you can do. And it's all about the way you keyframe after you fly the straight line. You have so much more footage to work with in post that you can create some of the things. So I think that this is a total creator's drone for a guy that is into creating, making and doing some great videos. We have someone in the chat, Invincible Storm. He does some wonderful videos. If you guys go and check out his YouTube channel or check him out on Facebook, he has some really good videos. So if you really want to see what some guys can, and he's been doing this even with regular camera drones. So you guys go and check him out if you can.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Anything to say about these two drones, Lawrence, other than the fact that you can get
They
combos
each, yeah, they both have their own individual niche. If you want to stick to traditional camera drone and FPV, the Avata 2 is more than sufficient. Today I saw an Avata 2 dive a fucking building I wouldn't have did with a regular FPV drone. Okay, but that's what they're doing now. You have that option of FPV or cinematic drones. Like you mentioned, the class of drones that's the next wave. Nothing bigger than a Mini and nothing bigger than that Avata 360. If you think about it.
For the 2, I would get the 360 because you can get it for probably a little cheaper.
More bang for your buck.
And you get more bang for your buck when it comes to the video.
Yes, I agree tenfold. The mine, I have to wait a little longer on mine, but I will eventually get it. I've just been sidetracked knowing that I could get some goggles to fly 03 FPV and 04 FPV. I'm open now. I'm goggle shopping. So maybe by the holidays or before the holidays, if I can get the goggles and or 1 or 2 04 units, it's a wrap.
See what he said about the 360?
What happened? I agree. You have so much more flexibility with the 360. The sky's the limit. Love the Avata 360s. It's easy to edit, in all honesty. You have to have one in your backpack.
See?
And it's a game changer because now you can fly. This is a 3-camera drone. You have a 360 camera, you have an FPV camera, and you have a cinematic camera. Those are 3 completely different cameras combined into one.
It's the same thing. It all depends on how you're actually flying the drone.
True. And it has its editing is for any level.
See?
You may just want to shoot 3 seconds flat.
You just got to get the feet of the camera of the drone out of your keyframe.
Yeah, you got to remember you do have certain. Well, 360. There's so much more to look at. There's nothing to even speak about. And Jim's agreeing with Invincible Storm that you definitely, it's the one to have. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to do this real quick, and I want to put, if you're not a fan of Invincible Storm, there's the link right there. Go check out his work. Now, my editing is nowhere near his or Herman's, but you learn a lot. You learn a lot. So
how's your editing nowhere near mine, but you're the one that showed me how to edit?
You've surpassed the teacher.
It's not a kung fu class.
I get it, but you're the Martin Scorsese of us editing. You do all of the camera drone editing. And I sit back happily. Because I know something. I know it's going to come out. I finally heard a song last night that I want to do a construction video to.
What?
It's something that I heard while watching not The Shy. Watching The Shy last night.
He's looking to
it's
get
a track from The Shy.
You know what's crazy? I know we're gonna get a copyright strike from Facebook as soon as the stream is over.
It happens every week.
They do it every week.
Mm-hmm.
From my recorded voice to any picture that I show, they always say, "Oh, you can't do that."
Yeah, he's getting copyright strikes against himself. Just subbed. Invincible, Jim Droney says he just subbed. Invincible, Jim has a 360 also. He has a 360 also. So
Okay, all right.
I will be joining that class after I get this new set of goggles. I feel like an addict.
Look at
It was like I was saving up to get this car, but this motorcycle's cheaper. Yeah,
Look at him.
twitching.
He's sitting there eating
I'm
that sandwich off his
scratching for
shoulder.
360, bro. I'm jonesing for a 360. I will be getting one. It's just going to take a little time because I have some other priorities. Seriously. But after the priorities are out, you're going to know when I fucking got one. You'll know.
You gotta get that house money.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Get that house, get that rent money. You know how it go. Go down to the corner with $5.40 and come back with a yard.
Get that money for the mortgage.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
But the
Anyway.
down payment.
Anyway, by any means necessary.
You know what I want to talk about real quick before we get out of here?
Yeah.
DJI's cheapest drone is even cheaper right now, and I want to 86 that word cheap. Inexpensive.
Yes, that's a lot.
Because DJI doesn't really make cheap drones. They make inexpensive drones.
Yes.
Now we're talking Neo, the first generation Neo. It's gotten the prices dropped so low now on Amazon. You can get it for under $200. You know, and you can have a good time, especially for a beginner and something you can fly. Like we said, FPV.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fly around the house drone. Even outside, you can fly this drone. And it doesn't this one have like hand gestures too and all that other stuff like that. And you can fly it with almost anything. Your controller, your watch, even your toothpicks. 2 toothpicks and a rubber
Hand
band.
gestures.
Because I know the hand gestures work really well on the second generation. But
Yes.
this first generation of the drone was pretty good in itself. And you can pick it up for under $200. It's a nice little drone. I think so. I feel so.
Under $200, $169, bro.
Can't beat that.
$169 for the Neo. You know,
You
at
want
them
to get
prices.
motion controller and stuff like that and all that other stuff like that. You start bumping the price up a little bit.
Yeah.
Once
And they
you
make
get-
good,
once you
great
get
stocking
close to-
stuffers.
Right. Once you get close to the price of the new one, you might as well get the new one.
I was just getting ready to say that because they make great stocking stuffers, but if you look at the next level up, like the Avata, or which is even cheaper, the Avata, they still selling the Avata 2. You're like, Then you see the Avata 2, they got you by the teeth, man. Well, big fish hook in the side of your mouth. They got you with all them prices. What happened? I got the Neo 2. What did Invincible say? Hold on. Oh, the Neo is awesome. I use it in the house, but no hand gestures on it. That's the Neo 2. My bad.
Neo
my
2.
bad. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for that correction.
Yeah, because
I had a lot
I
of
know
good
the
times
Neo
with my
2
Typhoon. Probably like 3,000 feet max in distance. Still flies like new. Listen.
That drone looked like Boss, but it was the substitute.
It was, but they've made so many antenna mods to it now. That
At least
that
they
it's
did at
definitely.
one point. And like I said, if you got it done back then, the same guy that did my controller was doing that controller. And you were getting pretty good feedback.
You see what Marcel put? The first Neo is like buying a DJI Spark with ducks.
Oh, here we go.
The Mini 2 is like the Mini. The Neo 2 is like the Mini Avata.
That Spark flew from Calvert to the lighthouse.
That's true. From Calvert Vaux Park to the Ferris wheel in Coney Island, we saw Neo do it. And when it came back, the battery was going. What are you doing?
It needed a drink of water, but it
needed more. It was so hot. That poor Neo. But I've seen that thing. They fly to yes, TRYP. Liftoff, uncrashed is a great simulator. I think it's like $20 or less. You download it to your PC. It works with your radio.
Okay.
That's a great one. I mean, DJI has a simulator, but it's kind of soft. But a lot of people use Liftoff. A lot of people use, that's what I'm using as a sim, getting bolder and bolder. I almost broke something last time I flew. Scared me so bad, Herman had to come back and land for a while and go.
Okay.
Anyway, it's that time, people.
Is it?
Yes, it's
Really?
that time. We appreciate you all, but
Anything
it's
you
dinner
want to say
time.
before we get out of here, Lawrence?
Yes, Invincible Storm. I look forward to seeing that footage out there on the rock, bro. I know you out there burning a stick. Have fun, man. Enjoy. And be safe, fly safer out there, guys.
Okay. And with that being said, guys, I really appreciate you all coming and hanging out with us. You know, you guys come back week after week to listen to us talk, some of the things that we share with you guys. And I don't tell you these things because I'm trying to be malicious or funny or whatever, but I tell you the truth and I'll tell you how I see it and how I hear it. You know? And with that being said, like I said, I thank you again, once again, for you guys. You know, the Facebook is kind of acting up, and so is YouTube. YouTube is so slow. But anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see you next week, guys.
And with that being said, guys, and we'll see you next time
With
those
guys.
Good night, everyone.
Later.